Keenest, HBO's current smash hit that chronicles a global zombie apocalypse fueled by fungus. And it is a lot of us wondering, could it happen in real life? Could it? Our chief medical correspondent is Dr. Sanjay Gupta to help us out here. Good morning. So is fungus, this kind of fungus, actually a threat?
First of all, I got to say that I watched part of this show now as homework for this assignment, and it's a really interesting show, I have to say. What the show is about is a fungus actually inducing this mind-altering behavior in humans. That's not a real threat. But where they got the idea was the idea of this fungus known as cordyceps actually inducing sort of a change in ants. And I don't know how well you can see this, but this is an ant that basically was infected. It is dying, climbs up a tree, climbs up a plant, just basically locks in there. And you can see at the top of the screen there, in the middle of the screen, this fungus is actually growing out of its head now. And the reason it's doing that is that it's basically stripped the ant of all of its nutrients. The fungus has been a total parasite, and now it's creating the spore.
Oh my gosh.
And it's going to spread its seeds and infect other ants. It is wild. This is really wild. Ophiocordyceps, again, is the name of that fungus. Now that, thankfully, is not something that happens in humans, but that is where the show creators got the idea for this television series, watching what it does to ants. Generally speaking, there are different types of relationships between pathogens and humans, these symbiotic relationships. And we can sort of break them down, but mutualism is one of them. That's where both species may benefit. Think things like coral and algae, for example. Commensalism, which is where one benefits and the other has no impact. That's like a bird building a nest in a tree. But what you just saw was parasitism, where one pathogen basically just uses the other organism for its own benefit. In this case, the fungus using the ant to spread itself even further into the forest. It's wild, and that's what they're trying to build on for this show.